Hey guys, the intro for this one will go on for a little longer because I do a very in-depth look on the calculations for my upcoming battle. So if you want to just go right into the action, I will leave timestamps in the description for both showing off the team and getting into the battle. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace. Hello everyone, we are back for another Draft League episode. And this week we are going to be facing the Mute City Salazars. Now, after last week, I decided to do a different approach to doing my pre-game prep work. Whoops. So, instead of focusing on what they could have and how that could be a problem for me, I decided to just do calculations on how much damage I can do to my opponent. Because they can bring some scary stuff, yes, but if I don't know what damage I'm gonna be doing, then it's a problem. So, let's start off with going over what Goldango can do. So, Goldango, with Specs Make and Rain, so spoilers for the team building, Goldango will have Specs and Max Special Attack. Goldango can Oko Annihilate, even if it has max HP, which it'll likely have because of Final Gambit, but it won't if it has any special defense investment, and I have to be Terra'd. Now, why is Terraing a bad thing against Annihilate? Well, Annihilate gets to move Final Gambit, and since even from base stats, Annihilate having higher HP stat than Goldango will always go down to a Final Gambit from max HP Annihilate if I get rid of my Ghost typing. Because Final Gambit is a fighting type move, so it won't affect Goldango as long as I don't Terra. So, what do we do about Annihilate? We'll get back to that. Against Cyclizar, Goldango will, even without terroring, kill a max HP Cyclizar with Make It Rain. For Breloom, it can do so with max HP and max special defense against Breloom. I believe it's just shy if I don't Terra, but if I do Terra, I do get the kill on max HP, max special defense Breloom. Same thing with Lachinder, though if it has any special defense investment, I don't think I get the KO. Same thing against Florges, though it is a roll to kill if I don't Terra. So I still have the chance to Terra to get the kill. It's just a roll. Ursaring is a guaranteed KO from Terra Make It Rain, though it will be a 2-hit KO if I don't Terra. And that can be a problem because Guts Flame Orb Ursaring is very scary. So I kind of want to get rid of that thing immediately if it comes out onto the field. Impidimp, very frail Pokemon, even without any Specs Make It Rain Terra'd. It'll Oko. Farigiraf, spoilers, is the only Pokemon on their list that could potentially live a Specs Make It Rain if max HP, max defense, while also Goldango is Terra'd. However, it's a roll, so it's not even guaranteed. Mabosstiff is guaranteed Oko if max HP, max special defense from Terra Make It Rain. Frostmoth is also a guaranteed, but it doesn't even have to be Terra for that. And Kirlia is also a guaranteed even without Terra. We'll move on to Cryogonal now. Cryogonal is not the best choice for Annihilate. However, because it has Ice Shard, what I'm thinking I can do is if it has Focus Sash, I could lead with Cryogonal and Goldango. Sorry about that. Where was I? So, yeah, if Annihilate has Focus Sash, what I can do is I can Ice Shard immediately to break it, and then Terra Goldango and get the kill. However, that's risky, and I'm probably not going to do it game 1 until I know if they have Scarf or not for Final Gambit. Because if they Scarf Final Gambit predicting I Terra make it rain, they'll just get rid of Goldango, and I'm in a bad situation. For Cyclizar, Ice Beam will KO if it's not max HP, but I take big damage from Dragon Claw if it's max attack. 56 to 67%, that's really big. Cryogonal, I'm not sure if it wants to take that, but it's a risk I will have to take for that kill on to Cyclizar. Breloom just completely goes down to a single Ice Beam. However, with Mach Punch, it'll probably see that coming and Mach Punch me, which is why, as I say in the document, I actually have Terra Water on Cryogonal, as we'll see in a bit. So, a potential Terra situation to prevent going down from the Mach Punch and getting off the Ice Beam. Fletchinder will take 59 to 70% from an Ice Beam, but deal big damage back with a Flame Charge if it uses Flame Charge. Now, if it has Flare Blitz, it'll probably OHKO. But I just went with Flame Charge for this calculation because it's a very popular move to put on Fletchinder. Florges is a Pokemon I don't recommend using Cryogonal for. If it's max HP, Ice Beam does pitiful amount of damage, only 14 to 17%. And Cryogonal does just about double that with Moonblast back. Did I say Cryogonal? Florges, sorry. So, if this is a Pokemon I actually think I'll use Ice Shard as cleanup against, rather than having out on the field against. Ice Beam against Ursaring does about a third, though if it is Guts, Flame Orb, Facade, it will be OHKO'd back. That's pretty much my entire team. Like, if just breaking it down for a second, all of my Pokemon, except for Goldango, if it's non-Terra'd, will be OHKO'd by a Facade from Ursaring. So, that's why I really have to be careful about Annihilate. Because if Annihilate does manage to get that final Gambit onto Goldango, I have nothing for Ursaring. Well, I have nothing that can survive Ursaring. Ice Beam against Impidimp does a little less than half, though Impidimp does get Drain Punch, so while it's not a bad choice against it, I have to be worried about it, though I don't think it does much damage, even though it's super effective. Ice Beam does about a third to Farigiraf if it's max HP, and I cannot use Ice Shard at all, because it has Armor Tail as its ability, which prevents priority moves, so I have to be careful about that. But it could have Cudchew. Ice Beam does a little less than half, if not exactly half, if Mabosstiff doesn't have any HP investment. Though, if it's max attack, a Crunch will roll to OHKO Cryogonal, so not exactly recommended. Frostmoth takes very, very little damage from Cryogonal. Less than 10% on both of my attacking moves on him. So, I really only should use him if the Frostmoth is in that range and I can get an Ice Shard KO. Kirlia, it takes a little over half from Ice Beam, even if max HP. Moving on to Muck. Muck does a little less than a quarter with Poison Jab if it's max HP, though Annihilate can't hit much back harder, only doing about 25% with Rage Fist. So Muck is a good idea for him. So Muck could be a great counter for Annihilate in the fact that it could just sit there on the field and soak up damage. Cyclizar takes massive damage from Poison Jab. 2/3 to 3/4 if max HP. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. If it doesn't have any HP investment. And Dragon Claw doesn't even do that much damage to me, about a third back if max attack. So once again, Muck's got another potential wall situation where it could just sit there and soak up damage while not being hurt much back. Breloom just completely gets OHKO'd by Poison Jab from Muck. If it doesn't have any HP investment. Breloom does get Spore. However, I'm using my Rest Talk set from week 1 again on Muck, so I do have Sleep Talk if it does Spore me. Fletchinder is a guaranteed OHKO from Rock Slide. Florges will be OHKO'd by a Poison Jab just even while being max HP. Though, Psychic, if it does take Psychic with it, will do about a third to less than half without special attack investment. So it's a very good possibility that Florges will just kill Muck before it gets the chance with a crit. But I'm not too worried about Florges. Poison Jab against Ursaring does less than half. And will be, as I said before, OHKO'd by Guts Facade. Not great. Impidimp gets guaranteed KO'd by Poison Jab. Farigiraf is a bit of a problem for Muck. It only does a third to less than half with Poison Jab if the Farigiraf is max HP. And will take 3/4 to 4/5 back from Psychic. Not a great situation for Muck to be in. Then, Mabostiff will take about half from Poison Jab and a quarter from Rock Slide if it doesn't have HP investment. However, it does get Psychic Fangs, and while it cannot get the KO against Muck with it, if it does run Intimidate, I don't think I get the 2-hit KO from Poison Jab, so I'll need some help against Mabostiff for Muck. Rock Slide is a guaranteed OHKO if it has max HP, though if it does have any SPDF investment, it won't OHKO. And it can only do about a third back with Ice Beam if it's max special attack. So Muck's a good answer for Frostmoth. And Kirlia is guaranteed OHKO'd by Poison Jab, but does half with Psychic if max special attack. Tauros against Annihilate is an interesting option. However, it will have Defiant. A good chance it has Defiant. So instead of giving it a -1 from Intimidate, it'll get a +1 from Intimidate. Though, Raging Bull will do about a third to less than half if it's max HP. And Drain Punch will do back the same amount of damage, roughly. Close Combat is a guaranteed OHKO against Sylazar. And Dragon Claw only does about a third back, so good option for Cyclizar as well. Breloom cannot be OHKO'd by Close Combat. Even if it doesn't have any HP or defense investment, I cannot OHKO it with Tauros. However, if it brings Bullet Seed, I could potentially be OHKO'd back if it uses Bullet Seed and loaded dice. So maybe if it does survive the... If it does survive the Bullet Seed, if it uses Aqua Jet afterwards to get the KO, though I don't exactly see myself using it for it. Fletchinder is guaranteed killed from Tauros with Raging Bull, though it could burn me, which is why my Tauros will be running Lumberry. Against Florges, Raging Bull will do about half if it's max HP, though will be OHKO'd by a Moonblast if it has max special attack. Not really going to bring Tauros out against Florges. Against Ursaring, close combat is a guaranteed OHKO if it has max HP. Though, once again, it will be OHKO'd back if it does have some defense investment, let's say, or I switch in on it. Close combat against Impidimp is a guaranteed OHKO, though it will likely Parting Shot instead of getting attacked, which is what I foresee happening, because Impidimp has Prankster, and it gets Parting Shot. I do about half with Close Combat to Farigiraf, it has max HP, though I will get OHKO'd by a Psychic in return, so not exactly a great option for head-on. Against Mabostiff, Close Combat will be a OHKO, though Play Rough and Psychic Fangs will roll to OHKO if he has Choice Band on. So that's another thing to look out for. Close combat against Frostmoth rolls to KO without any HP investment, though Giga Drain can do a lot back if I'm still Water type, 81 to 96%, which is huge. Won't get the KO, however, since a lot of these Pokemon I'm up against can be OHKO'd by a close combat, but if Frostmoth comes out, it'll likely be coming out late into the game, when Tauros has a couple Spadef minuses already, which means it'll likely be OHKO'd by then. Raging Bull guarantees the OHKO against Kirlia, while Psychic also rolls to OHKO back. Salamence is actually a Pokemon on my team that I think can do more work for me in this match than Goldango. Dual Wing Beat from Salamence gets the guarantee KO against it. Though it, Rage Fist doesn't do much, though Final Gambit would OHKO me back if I do miss that second Wing Beat from Dual Wing Beat. Cyclizar is killed by Dual Wing Beat from a roll, though if I Terra Flying, which I have Terra Flying on the Salamence, it will KO regardless, and Outrage is guaranteed to OHKO, though I do take massive damage back. However, if Cyclizar isn't the first Pokemon out, I put this later in my notes, but I actually have Moxie on my Salamence instead of Intimidate, so I can get an attack boost every time he KOs a Pokemon. Dual Wing Beat and Outrage guarantee a KO on Breloom, though I have to watch out for Spore. Fletchinder is the same way, except maybe watch out for the burn from Flame Body. Dual Terra Wing Beat or a Moxie Boost will guarantee OHKO Florges, though Moonblast will OHKO back, so if anything, if I haven't gotten a Moxie Boost on it yet, Terra Flying it immediately if I haven't used my Terra, because it will get OHKO'd back if I miss that second Wing Beat. Outrage / Wing Beat after a Moxie or Terra Flying on the Wing Beat will guarantee the OHKO, but again, it will be OHKO'd back, as I mentioned before. Dual Wing Beat guarantees the OHKO against Impidimp. Outrage rolls to kill Farigiraf before Moxie, but will after a single boost, and Wing Beat will be a roll. If the Farigiraf is max HP, max special attack, its Psychics will do about half to Salamence. Outrage into Mabostiff is a guaranteed OHKO. Wing Beat will be an OHKO after a Moxie boost if there's no HP investment. Play Rough will be OHKO'd back, so Terra Flying is again something I recommend against Mabostiff. Dual Wing Beat or Outrage are guaranteed OHKO onto Frostmoth, though Ice Beam will OHKO back because I'm 4 times weak. And Kirlia is a guaranteed OHKO from Dual Wing Beat and Outrage. And finally we get to the last one. Jesus, this is taking a while. I thought I'd go quick here. Air Slash does about half to Annihilate if it's max HP. And Rage Fist will do a little less than half back. So not a bad option for Annihilate. Air Slash does a little over half to Cyclizar if it doesn't have any HP investment. And it will do a little less than 2/3 back if it's max attack. So I'm not really sure I want to use Kilowattrel against Cyclizar. Air Slash guarantees the OHKO on Breloom, and it really can't do much back, with its Priority Mach Punch only doing about a quarter if it's max attack. So Kilowattrel is good for Breloom. Thunderbolt guarantees the OHKO onto Fletchinder. Florges doesn't take much from Kilowattrel, unfortunately. Each of its moves only do about a quarter to it, with Moonblast doing massive 2/3 damage back if it's max special attack. So not exactly a great Pokemon to have Kilowattrel for. Thunderbolt does about half to Ursaring if it doesn't have any HP investment, but once again gets OHKO'd by a Facade. Impidimp takes about 3/4 from a Thunderbolt. Against Farigiraf, Thunderbolt will do less than half, where Psychic does massive, about 4/5 damage back. So not exactly a great Pokemon to use against Farigiraf, but we have other Pokemon for that. Thunderbolt into Mabostiff does a little less than half, whereas if it's max HP and special defense, whereas its Crunch will do about 3/4 back if it's max attack. For Frostmoth, Air Slash will do a little less than half if it has no HP investment, though will be OHKO'd back from a Ice Beam. So not exactly great. And Thunderbolt will OHKO his Kirlia. Now, after all that calculating, what's the team look like? Well, you already know the Pokemon. So, Goldango will be Terra Steel with choice specs, max special attack, max speed, with Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunderbolt. Cryogonal will have Ice Beam, Ice Shard, Haze, Protect, max HP, max speed, and a little into special attack. Terra Water, and a Wiki Berry to recover a bit of HP if it goes under a quarter. Muck will have Black Sludge, Poison Touch, Poison Jab, Rock Slide, Rest, and Sleep Talk, with max HP, max attack, and a little into defense. Even without any defense investment, because all the calcs were done with the EVs of my current Pokemon, so it's not like I need the defense EVs to not take damage from the opponent. They do very little to Muck with this EV spread, and Muck can do a lot of damage back. Now, Tauros Water has Volumberry, Terra Fighting, Aqua Jet, Close Combat, Raging Bull, and Protect with max attack and max speed. As I mentioned prior, Volumberry is to avoid getting burned, because as we saw in last week, Burn really did cripple it, making it practically useless on the field. So at least preventing one burn is fine, and the Terra Fighting to boost up Close Combat. Salamence is Life Orb, Terra Flying, Earthquake, Outrage, Protect, and Dual Wing Beat with Moxie and max attack, max speed. Previous games, I've always run Salamence with a special attack set in mind. However, all of their physical attacks are really good, and with Moxie getting the attack boost, you can really see it do some damage. Earthquake doesn't end up doing much in this game for me, but it's a choice for double damage onto a Pokemon, the opponent's side of the field, if I have Cryogonal or Kilowattrel out on the field as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Then with Kilowattrel, it's got Focus Sash, Terra Electric, Wind Power, Tailwind, Air Slash, Protect, and Thunderbolt, with max special attack, max speed. So normally people would like to probably have Volt Absorb on Kilowattrel instead, though my opponent, as you saw, doesn't really have any electric types, so Volt Absorb wouldn't do anything. So having the charge boost when putting up a Tailwind is probably for the best. But anyways, that took a bit, but that is the team, and I will see you when we get into the match. Peace. Hello everyone. Sorry, we are back. We are doing game 1 of week 2 today. So, we have quite an interesting team here. By the way, lights are off because I actually have birds now, and they're sleeping in the corner, so I don't want to startle them, so the lights are off, so I'm going to be trying to keep a little quieter today. I think I want to lead Goldango, Muck, then Tauros, and Salamence. Okay, Fletchinder, Annihilate. And we just go Make It Rain, Rock Slide. So, Make It Rain won't KO, but it will do a lot. And remember, I am not going to Terra yet, because Annihilate could potentially use Final Gambit on Goldango. Okay, Fletchinder down. They do have a Tailwind up, though. Let's see. Poison Jab does less than a quarter, so that's not going to be great. Wait, no, I don't want Tauros out yet. I go to Salamence, and Poison Jab does how much to Ursaring? About 50%. Let's do it into yeah. Oh, he used Helping Hand. Interesting. So he's got Protect and Rage Fist. He did. Okay. No, I think I could just do that and Poison Jab into Ursaring again. If he protects, but I get Ursaring down. Ah, crit. Oof. Okay. And he's got Breloom. Last turn of Tailwind, I protect, and I think I just let Muck go down. Because Muck is not outspeeding anything, and he's gonna get, we could Mach Punch. I'm gonna predict the Mach Punch. Ooh, let's go. Okay, Tailwind goes out. 56. He potentially outspeeds both of my Pokemon. He's got Ice Punch on it. How quickly does Breloom go down? Breloom. I haven't used it yet, so I think now's the time to steal Make It Rain. So he does have Defiant. Let me switch out to Muck. He's Park Ghost still. Raging Bull does how much? It does 30 to... okay. There's a chance this won't KO. Okay, we Sleep Talk and Raging Bull. Okay, so he doesn't have max HP on that. Or just enough. So, that went well. So, I don't think he'll lead Fletchinder again. I think this time I want to lead Cryogonal. Bring Salamence again. Have Goldango in the back. And Tauros or Mach. Tauros or Mach. Tauros or Mach. Mach does more for me here, I think. But Tauros... I go Tauros. Okay. Dual Wing Beat KOs. So for Cyclizar, he'll potentially Shed Tail. How much does Ice Beam do to Fletchinder? It will do 70% at max. How much does it take from Dual Wing Beat? Dual Wing Beat guaranteed to KO. So I think I Ice Beam Cyclizar and Dual Wing Beat. Yeah. So he doesn't have the Guts Flame. That Shed Tail did not work out for him. Okay, he's... So, he outspeeds me here. Do I protect with Cryogonal? I think I do. And I feel like Annihilate's gonna... Dual Wing Beat will KO. Should... Oh, he Cyclizar... Use Drain Punch, so I think I swap out to Goldango here and Dual Wing Beat the Silas. Well, he could just Shed Tail. Oh, he has Ice Spinner on it. Oh, Rage Fist is Ghost type, not... He outspeeds me here, which is unfortunate. I swap out to Tauros and... I swap out to Tauros, get the Intimidate on. I don't get... shoot. Oh, that's the only thing I can do. He outspeeds me, unfortunately. And I think he'll just play it safe. He does have guts on it. Wait, why didn't it burn the last time? Gee, he could potentially have protect on it. I don't know. Do I get the KO? I think I could probably go for that. Because I don't... he might have protect on the... Yeah, I don't win this. Unfortunate. Okay, going into game 3. He did the same lead again. Well, no, he didn't do the same lead. He's got... Yeah. GG. Okay. I need to somehow deny his tailwind. Tauros doesn't do anything for me here. Cryogon doesn't do anything for me here, so it's... I think we do Kilowatt Roll. Goldango. No. Kilowatt Roll Muck. He's got ice type moves. Tauros is my only option for... Wait, no. Is he my only option for... Ice Ring? I kind of need that Intimidate for Ursaring, so, but the thing is, Tauros or Salamence. Some sort of priority. Go Salamence. He's gonna Shed Tail out. So I want a Thunderbolt. And Poison Jab. Oh wait, hold on, I have to start the timer. Thunderbolt will one-hit the Fletchinder. Oh, he's got Sash on it. No, that's... Wait, I should have known he had Sash on it. Didn't I almost... Muxers is a great stalling point here. What's his last Pokemon? Don't know yet. Do I go for my own Tailwind? No, he outspeeds me. I go for the double protect here. How much is Poison Jab doing to Ursaring? 50%. Less than 50%. And he will Oko back. Shoot. Wait. No, yeah, hold on. I double protect here and go into Golden Go. He will want to hit the Golden... I got the double protect off. Let's go. That double protect is huge. Oh, that double protect is huge. Oh, and he uses it on Kilowatch, which is fine. His Tailwind now peters out. I protect here and make it rain again. I don't think so. It seems like he doesn't have Terra flying to take less from and Rock Slide. I win because I'm faster. He went min speed. He went min speed for Trick Room. Wait, no, he didn't. I live because of Earthquake. Oh, gee. Oh boy. That was incredibly close. Oh boy. So, I should have lost that because I should have been OHKO'd by Facade. However, that was incredibly close for us. If he had done his damage calcs, he would have known that Muck would be OHKO'd by Facade. But we somehow managed to pull it through. Okay. Anyways, everyone, I will see you all next week. Peace.